everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome to my video. In this video, I want to talk about cognitivism. Cognitivism is a learning theory that focuses on mental processes and how individuals process information. This video will discuss about the basic concepts of cognitivism, its historical development and its application in education. Basic concepts of cognitivism. Cognitivism has three concepts. Number one is mental process. Cognitivism focuses on mental process such as perception, attention, memory, and thinking. Number two, information processing. Individuals process information through information processing, which involves sensory, short-term memory, and long-term memory. And the last one, number three, cognitive structure. Individuals have unique cognitive structures that influence how they process information. Cognitivism have four key principles in relation to language. Here's a breakdown. Number one, language is mind or think. Cognitivism views language as a mental construct, emphasizing the role of thoughts and cognition in language processing. Language is seen as a reflection of mental processes such as perception, attention, memory, and problem solving. The example, a person think about their favorite food. We can say just example, food is pizza and associate it with memories of childhood birthday parties. This mental connection influences their language use, such as saying, "Pizza is my favorite food because it reminds me of happy times." The explanation is this example illustrates how cognitive processes, thoughts, memories, association shape language use and meaning. Number two, language is experience. This principle highlights the importance of experience and interaction with the environment in shaping language development and use. Language is learned and used in context, and cognitive processes are influenced by experiences and interactions. The example, a child grows up in a bilingual household, speaking both English and Spanish. They learned to associate certain words and phrases with specific contexts, such as using Spanish at home and using English at school. The explanation, this example demonstrates how language development and use are influenced by experiences and interactions with the environment. Next, number three. Number three is language is semiotics, text and context. Cognitivism recognizes language as a system of signal and symbols, or semiotics, that convey meaning. Language is composed of form, the physical properties of language, such as sounds, words, and grammar. Expression, the way language is used to convey meaning, including tone, pitch, and context. And meaning, the interpretation and understanding of language, which is influenced by context, culture, and cognition. Example, a person reads a text message from a friend, "Meet me at the park at 5 p.m." The meaning of the message depends on the context, prior plans, location, and time, and the symbols use words, number, and punctuation. The explanation, this example illustrates how language is a system of signs and symbols that convey meaning which is influenced by context. And the last one, number four, language is production. This principle emphasizes that language is not just a passive reception of information, but an active process of production, creation, and communication. Language users are seen as producers of language, constructing meaning and expressing themselves through language. The example: a writer composes an article selecting words, phrases, and sentence structures to convey their intended meaning. They actively produce language to communicate their ideas and persuade their audience. Explanation: this example demonstrates how language users actively produce and create meaning through language rather than simply receiving information. So, to recap the four principles of cognitivism: number one, language is mind or think. Language is a mental construct reflecting cognitive process. Number two, language is experience. Language development and use are shaped by experience and interaction. Number three, language is semiotics, text and context. Language is a system of signs and symbols conveying meaning. And the last one, number four, language is production. Language users actively produce and create meaning through language. The implication: understanding these principles has implication for language teaching, learning, and communication. By recognizing the cognitive, experiential, and contextual factors that influence language use, educators and communicators can develop more effective strategies for promoting language development, improving communication, and fostering meaningful interactions. Thank you for your watching and see you next video.